Alright, good evening everybody. Welcome to another PlayStationGL evaluation race. This is the 10th one. Spa once again. And I'm joined by Krypton Light this evening. How are you doing?
Good in you.
Yeah, not too bad. This is Krypton Light's first commentary, so go easy on him.
Yeah. I'm too nervous. Shouldn't have said that. But
Hey,
I do my best.
I've got no excuse if I mess up.
Yeah.
So as always, we've got an 18-minute qualifying session ahead, and then we'll have a 50% race. Dry weather, obviously, so we can evaluate the drivers as best as possible. You probably know a bit more about the drivers than I do. Who, looking at the grid for tonight, who would you back to do well here?
I'd say probably Matt Tibos, but yeah, just Matt Tibos and Black Phoenix. Don't really know the others. So, and I've seen everybody's TD time, so I can't really tell you like who's quick and who's not. But I don't think we have any aliens in this lobby, but we have some decent people, let's say.
Based on lap times I've seen elsewhere, I've seen mostly 141s with the odd 1 minute 40. So that's probably what we're looking at in terms of the fastest lap times. The driver that I probably know most from here is probably Jack Lacey, because I know he won the F4 League on the last game, which I commentated a few races on. Was it F4 or F5? I can't quite remember, but he won the championship.
I'd say it was F5, but I'm not sure. So
don't have that many leagues this season. It could we could be into like F10, F11.
If we have F10 and F11, but I think we'll have F10.
So a few drivers already out on track. Try and pick up the person who's nearest starting a lap.
Silver Eagle in the racing point. The pink Mercedes.
The pink Mercedes, yes.
The racing point.
both racing points out of a very similar time. And good news if anyone has OCD like I do a little bit. I've heard a black Mercedes is coming to the game later this week.
I've seen it. Yeah.
That won't look odd anymore.
Yeah.
So, Spa's often considered a fans and drivers' favourite. Is it up there as one of your favourite tracks?
I mean, I'm Belgian, so obviously yes. But just to drive, yes. Probably the best track to drive. Maybe not on this game, but in general, I'd say. It's badly replicated in the game, but yeah, Silver Eagle about to start his first lap.
Yep, goes across the start finishing line, heading towards Sandevot. You'll correct me, I'm sure, if I mess up any of the pronunciations for the corners. That's quite wide there, missed the apex.
Yeah, kinda missed it.
There's already a yellow flag, so somebody's had an issue on their outlap. Through a rouge now, which from my personal experience I found to be a lot easier on this game.
It is.
Last year it was a bit of a nightmare for me anyway. First sector now complete. Get an idea of what it is, 30.7.
Yeah, kinda slow, not gonna lie.
He's not troubling some of the apexes.
Yeah. It's a bit slow, I reckon. Lock up. Of course, it's line only, so no ABS allowed in this. So we will see quite a lot of lockups, I reckon.
That's a very good point, actually. Something I forgot to mention. It is only racing line allowed as the assist tonight. All the other assists will be off. So expect a lot of sideways action, especially through Puon. Saw a lot of mistakes there yesterday.
And Three Gloves is right behind his teammates, so we might see Silver Eagle pulling off to the side to let his teammate through, but I don't think it's happening. And he's blocked him. And TTG Toxic, 41.5. That's good.
It's a respectable opening lap for sure. I don't think either of these racing points are going to trouble that, based on what we just saw. See Regal does a 146 and Freagles goes back into the
Ooh.
pits.
Yeah, that's probably the slowest time I've seen. Yeah, it didn't look very quick, especially through the second sector.
Got Captain Chubbs here. That's a great name, I have to say.
I agree.
Good lap by
Crossing
Matthias.
the line, and he goes third, 42.1.
Just behind
Good
Matthias.
basis.
For an opening lap, a 141.5 is very good.
Yeah, indeed.
Got Jack
There's a
Lacey's.
Mercedes.
Can Jack Lacey do? I've backed him to do well. And he goes second. Near
Not
10th
bad
off
lap.
the lap. No, very
Not a
good.
bad lap.
He was the class of a field in F5 last season. I wonder if he'll find himself in a higher division this
Ooh,
time around.
Matibos and invalidated on the last corner. That's a bit sad for him. And yeah, I don't think we have anyone on
No,
the
so
final lap at the moment.
Scuba went into 4th. Hidder? Went into 5th. I might be saying that wrong. So,
I don't know how to pronounce that either.
I've got a few people on out laps, so I'm gonna. Well, Free Gloves is back out on track after that slight skirmish with his teammate. We've got Lackey 2 on a lap in a Renault. Let's see what go on board in the Renault. As there's no one else on the lap, I'll just get rid of the graphics so we can enjoy this lap fully on board with the Renault. Hopefully, won't have an incident, otherwise this could be cut short.
And that's his first lap.
Yeah, everyone seems to be going out.
Good first sector. Taking a lot of the curbs. Hooked up nicely to Brussels. No,
Also-
we're still. Yeah, keep going.
We've been such a long lap, there's so many places you can get it both wrong and right. Like your lap, even if you make a mistake, it's worth continuing with your lap, just in case. But he, like you say, he's looking very, very smooth at the moment.
Yeah, looking like a good time so far. Exiting the pit path. Into Stavlo. Ooh, no, that's fine. Purple second sector. And I think that's a pretty good lap so far. Flat into Blanchimont. Oh, there's a guy in front. Ooh. Okay, fine.
Yeah, and bus stop chicane up to the line.
Now
This
we
should be
spin.
near the front.
And that's P1.
Wow, right. Not just near to the front, it's right at the front at 141.3. Very nice lap. Like I say, you look very nicely hooked up there. Who else have we got on a lap at the moment? We should have.
I will hit you soon in the Alfa Romeo.
30.1 per sector, not bad, but I'll walk up into there.
The combo. Ooh. Another lockup into Brussels. I might have a rev glitch, but yeah, there's the rev glitch. Didn't fix that, obviously.
Hello,
Not as
Raul.
quick through the double left of Pouon.
Nice to have you in the stream, Alimonda. And yeah, an interesting PSN name there. But yeah, he's had a few lockups on this lap. What would you say, certainly on the game at least, are the main challenges of this track?
The change of the track. I'd say Pouon is still a challenge. Like if you hit the inside curve a bit too much, you're gonna lose a rear again. The bus stop, big braking zone, but don't think there's really any particularly changing corners. Maybe Brussels, but across the line he goes. 44.5.
Free Gloves did a 42.2 just behind him. Got Praga, who's in the final sector. See what he's doing at the moment. aesthetically speaking, I say the AlphaTauri is one of the nicer looking cars on the game this year.
Yeah, it is, I agree. Oh, small lock up into the chicane. No wheel spin on exit. And 8.
No, 42.2.
8. We'd expect a bit better from Fraga, but he said he hasn't sweated the game a lot recently, so...
And just seen Ollie and Jerry pop it into 7th and 8th. Very close times in the low 42s there. From 5th all the way down to 11th.
Yeah, and then there's a big gap, 2 seconds between between P11 and P12. But I mean, it's an evaluation race, so we'll have big gaps between drivers. It's not supposed to be very close.
That's going to be a very different story come the first race of the season at Austria.
Oh, on the smallest track, I mean shortest.
For the longest track to the shortest. 29.8 first sector from Matt Tibos. I think that's pretty competitive. Just needs to not invalidate it on this occasion.
Oh, big lock up into Bruxelles. And he's gone wide.
He had to scrub off some speed, didn't he?
Yeah. Thinking the outside curb right before. No name. Might unsettle the rear bits.
Actually gets on fine through Pouon, which is the harder of those corners. Coming towards the end of the second sector now, I mean, the good first sector and the troubles he's had in the second sector might suggest he's maybe got a little less wing on than some of the other cars.
Perhaps. I mean, you usually run 2 or 3 on the front ring, from what I remember, so yeah, he might be running 1, which could explain everything, but...
Got a change at the top. TTG Toxic has gone quickest on us on 141.3. What's Matt going to do this time? He had a 142 invalidated and he's now got a 142.3, which is only good enough for 12th. But if he could have found about 3 or 4 more temps, he'd be up in the top 5. So...
There's time to find in his lap, surely.
Yeah, that middle
Jack's
sector.
on the lap. He has not backed out.
He has, yep.
Ooh, that's why.
Scuba's not improving. What's Black Phoenix doing? Yeah, he's not on a lap either. He went 2 seconds slower in the first sector.
Lucky to have started this lap.
Definitely one to watch out for after his first lap. Up through Eau Rouge, just used to be a really challenging corner, now it's just floor it.
And this first sector is good. Improving on his fastest lap. Loads of curb taken. Rear sliding a bit.
Yeah.
No lock up. Looks neat and tidy. Doesn't invalidate on no name. Boom. Nicely done. Campus. Smooth as well. Slight lock up, but and all 4 wheels off the track. That's invalid, my friend. He's gonna actually.
He was
coming
going
to the
slightly
pits now, I
quicker.
guess. Yeah, he was 1/10 up, but yeah, lost it out now. So I guess he's just gonna pit.
Yep.
Given that there's only 4 minutes remaining.
I'll follow Ollie because there's only 2 people on an out lap at the moment, and Ollie's by the closest one to starting a lap. Yeah, there's more time in there for Lacatu, but he'll need to be a bit careful not to run too wide. I'd say it's probably one of the tracks where it's easier done than others, but yeah, it's quite a split in the times as you go further down the order, but it's very, very tight at the top.
That's what we want to see.
Absolutely. I think there's going to be some when everyone's in their right leagues and the placements are all done. We're going to have some insanely close qualifying sessions.
Only starting his lap was a bit of a strange beginning, to be honest, but
Hopefully
nice first corner. Might have slipstream from the Ferrari in front.
Yeah, hopefully the Ferrari
it
moves
is.
out of the way. It's Black Phoenix, yeah, he does.
Phoenix.
And don't think he'll have got much of a toe from that, but it's a 29.8 per sector. That's good, very good.
Yeah, that's a very good one indeed. Ooh, and that's too much again. Invalid.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for him. Don't need to be that greedy. I mean, that was probably his last lap of the session, so I can understand taking some risk, but that was a bit over the edge.
And sometimes if you take too much curb around that bit of a track, it can actually unsettle the car, so there's not too much advantage to be gained from it.
But if you can open up for the next right-hander, it's a risk, but can be rewarding. Jerry on his lap, exiting Les Combes. Ooh, might be lag, but huge locker to Bruxelles.
It was a 29.8 first sector he did, so once again, right where you need to be.
Coming to Pouan, let's see. Oh, that's why
that's
invalid again. Oh,
that's invalidated, and I don't think it matters anyway, because that isn't the line you want to take.
No, absolutely not. Bit wide, bit too much speed into it.
Seen a lot of drivers having problems though, particularly around Pouan. It's a very challenging corner to get right. That curb on the inside is deadly.
Yeah.
And the one on the outside isn't much friendlier, but from what we just saw.
Black Phoenix has left the session.
Hopefully he can rejoin again.
So who's on the lap now?
Got,
Braga.
yeah, Praga 29.8 per sector. Quit to the corner where his teammate had the problems just a few seconds ago, and he's got it.
Yeah.
That's way too much curve. That's
Yeah. You don't wanna touch the blue-greenish stuff. Yeah, structure on the inside. If you touch that,
oh,
onto the bump.
That's a nasty bump.
There's a Mercedes coming. Hopefully it doesn't block. No, don't go on the racing line. Okay, he's ghosted.
That's Ollie, who's gone for a second lap after invalidating his first. He's 29.8 per sector, slightly down on his PB, but not by much. Is he improving in the middle sector? No, I think he's backed off.
Nah, yeah, he's in no ERS mode 0. Captain Chaps in the McLaren. He's not improving. He's a 10th down. His best lap might improve if you get the best stop rights.
Checkered flag is out, so anyone on a lap can complete it, but this will be the last effort for all these drivers. Small walk up into the bus stop chicane. There's a car randomly off the circuit there, and that's too much.
Nah, won't improve it. Nah, it doesn't improve it.
Too much steer on exit there. Cost him. We've got Hidder going around the final corner.
And does he improve? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit.
P5.
Gonna follow Mateus because he's almost 3 temps up.
Jerry is gonna be the first to cross the line. In the next one, he's derating, no more ERS, and completely messed up. The best stop, yeah, I think it's done for him. Yeah.
Mateus was 4th and he's up to 3rd.
Good.
41.5, decent
Good
lap.
improvement. Then
Toxic's not on a lap, and Lakitu is going quicker. So could Lakitu take pole position from Toxic right at the last?
he was 1/10 up to sector 2. Is it pole? Yes, it is.
141.1. Although Jack Lacey's also improving. Will it be enough for him? It's enough to put him back up to third. 41.4.
And we have Scuba crossing the line now. He's improving as well, but it's not enough for
fifth.
pole. Yeah, P5. And I think we are done with qualifying.
Yeah, very good lap from Lucky 2. He looked, from the first lap, he looked at home with the track and taking a well-deserved pole position. Red Bull's very close on the grid. I know it's equal cars, but 6,000ths of a second between them.
On the longest track on the calendar, so very, very close.
If you either watch this stream now or afterwards, the Mercedes in 7th, can you tell us how to pronounce your name, please? Because it's going to be a problem.
Would be useful. I think it's just hide, to be honest. Or just
yeah,
with 2D.
I'll go hide, yeah. That's a good idea, actually. Don't know what we're waiting for, but nobody's
Yeah.
we can do a lap now.
People in the pits, they need to retire, or I mean, we have 20 seconds anyway, so just I think we'll have to wait a bit.
Should be a good race ahead. The times are very, very close. If you had to predict what, well, that's an odd thing to see. Why is now coming up with Latifi, Grosjean, Magnussen, Ocon, and Giovinazzi?
I also want to ask, I was like, what? Strange things happening.
And it's now stuck on 1 second to go. Oh no.
Oh no. That's a new bug, ladies and gentlemen. They don't fix glitches, they add new glitches. That's good masters.
Hopefully we'll have this sorted soon and we can get to what we all want to see, which is the racing.
I think we'll have to restart.
It might have.
Finally, yeah.
It might have sorted itself out. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for that. As long as the AI don't appear on the grid, we should be alright.
We just had to trash talk to Codemasters a bit to get it sorted, I think.
They're listening in.
Yeah, take notice, Codemasters.
Well, Silver Eagle's got a grid penalty, but they qualified P15 anyway, so it doesn't do anything for their start position.
No.
Go on, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Who are you predicting for the win?
I mean, Lucky 2 is looking good. Good time, looks fast, so probably say Lucky 2, Toxic could have a good shot at race win. And yeah, probably the top 5, sorry, has chance to win. They're not that far away from each other, so.
For those outside the top 10, if you were in that position, would you maybe consider starting on mediums?
No, you can't. It's not allowed. I've instructed everybody to do a soft medium. So if we see people not doing it, then that's gonna be the big slap.
I saw it in my race I commentated on yesterday. It's the only reason I asked, because I saw a few people did it yesterday. In fact, one person started on hards. Which I found very random, because I think it's quite a simple soft to medium here, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not as easy as it was on last game, but it's still somewhat easy to do. Like you have worn tires at the end, but it's not on 90%. Let's say. No, you can easily do a soft medium if you don't, like, let's say, pit on lap 5. If you pit around, like, let's say between lap 8 and 10, you should be fine with a soft medium.
So what we're looking for here then is those outside top 10. Have any of them misbehaved here? Let's see. No, everyone's on softs. They're all behaving themselves today.
Yeah.
We're all good.
Lovely.
That's a
and
bit
there's
less...
no damage as well, no safety car, so
yeah,
just racing.
After about 2 laps of yesterday's race, it kind of dawned on me. I was like, wait a minute, he's had a massive crash and he's fine.
Yeah. So if you crash, you keep going and yeah, keep your hand down and try to be fast and consistent. We're not looking for results here.
Yeah, we've got a projected pit stop strategy. That's brand new for this game. I hadn't seen that before. Again, soft to mediums is what we're going to expect. So
yeah, between the around lap 8 as expected. At least Codemasters have got the strategy right, not like Ferrari.
All eyes on you, Jack. There.
I mean, there's no choice. So you can't get it wrong if there's no option. Basically, everybody's on the same strat. So unless he wants to pit on lap 1, but
wouldn't be recommended.
No. I think the drivers are smart enough and they have enough experience not to pit on lap 1.
Do you drive with all assists off? Is this?
Yeah, I'm a no assist user. I've never done a single league race with an assist. I've been no assist for from day one. From the first ever league race, I've done PSGL 2 years ago. 6.
Impressive. Not even a racing line. That's very commendable.
Yeah, just a more immersive experience. Not to have the line on. Doesn't look very good to have like a green snake all around the track. Formation lap ending.
Yep, should be underway very shortly. 16 cars on the grid. We've got Finley joining us, who we didn't see in qualifying. It's lights out, and away we go for the Belgian evaluation race number 10. It's a good start from the key 2. It looks like Jack's maybe going down the inside into turn 1. Not quite. There's
ghost cars. What?
There's ghost cars. And there was some
crash yet. Oh, never mind.
I think Jerry went round at the back.
Yeah, but no crash yet, so that's fine.
On my timing screen it says Finley's leading, which is definitely not the case. But it's pretty much as you were at the top 5.
So it's Lucky 2 leading, Toxic second, and yeah, Jack behind. Ooh, huge lockup from Jack. It's alright though.
Oh, now Premier just got shoved off out the back. That's I will hit you soon.
Oh, and there's a crash.
Oh.
Jerry and Silver Eagle.
Oh.
2 spin at no name. That's gonna be a lonely race. And we've had spins at Pool, I think, an AlphaTauri and an Alfa Romeo. I think that's Praga, and I will hit you soon. It is.
Just a shout out quickly for Finley off the grid. He's already made up 7 places.
Yeah, I mean he was leading at some point, so. And the top 2 already putting a gap to Jack. Ooh, and Toxic went wild, I think, to the bus stop. Yeah.
Oh, we've got here, that's a Mercedes going down the inside. That's Ollie. I believe that is putting a move on Matt. Oh no, that's Hid, sorry. Hyde even. And now they're going to go side by side, Ollie and Matt, towards Eau Rouge. Who's going to be brave? I think Matt's decided against that. Can't say I blame him.
But that's really new, actually. Oh, sorry. And Oli having a look up the inside, and timing screen is bugged.
Timing screen is absolutely messing with me here.
Still too wide, and I think Oli has done it. Yeah.
Ah, great move from Oli.
Yeah.
In front of Hyde.
Great racecraft from the two Mercedes. height, a bit loose.
Oh, Haas in the background there, Finley going very wide, nearly hitting the wall. And now through Pouon, is anyone going to struggle this time around? A little bit wide from Finley, but no
Looks
one's...
fine. And yeah, the top two already cruising away. 1.5 second gap to Jack P3. So almost had the DRS.
Lakitu's already got a penalty, which is quite alarming on lap 2.
Yeah. And there's a crash at the back. I think that's 3 gloves. Yeah.
Yep.
There is 3 gloves. At
Not
the
a good
exit
day
of
for...
Paul Frère.
Not a good day for racing
Can't more
points.
French than that. And Toxic with the fastest lap.
Yeah, he's sticking nicer to the back of Lakitu. Lakitu can't pull away at the moment.
Yeah, and Jack won't have DRS. It's a bit... and yeah, and the Red Bull behind him won't have it either, so Jack is gonna be safe with this lap. Losing a bit to Toxic.
I don't think Toxic's going to be close enough. One thing I've noticed on this game, the DRS does not seem anywhere near as effective as it was.
I think it's more to do with the slipstream not being very effective. The DRS looks fine, seems fine, sorry. Just the slipstream doesn't look good enough, effective enough. How's Lakitu battery at the moment? Still somewhat good.
Yeah,
50%.
just watch Scuba through Pouon make a bit of a meal of it, to be honest. Was too wide on the entry and then as a result just ran off the track midway through the corner as well. He's trying to get up to the back of Mateus. Lost about half a second with that mistake.
Top 6 is fairly spread at the moment. Nobody in DRS off each other. Oh, now there's Scuba in DRS off Mateus. He's using a bit of overtake to get closer, to be sure to have DRS coming onto the camera straight on the next lap, and the pit straight, of course. And Lakitu, 45.5. That's decent. I think that's good pace. And obviously Toxic is, I think, has the same pace. So already using some overtake. Toxic, I don't think he will go for the move. He's closing, but he's not using overtake, so I don't think he will go for it. Doesn't look like he's gonna go for it. Not using overtake.
Captain Chubbs here, who had a slight look at getting past Finley for a rouge, but again thought better of it. The problem for him is that Finley also has DRS, so that kind of nullifies the effect that he had of trying to get past. This is a problem. There's kind of a train of 6 cars here that are all within the DRS of each other.
Ooh, Oli going a bit wide. Brussels again.
Oh, I think High just hit the wall on the exit. He'll be thankful damage isn't on.
Off. You said on.
Wow, that's a Jack Lacey, I think, that came up with a penalty now. So a few of the cars near the front have already received penalties, so they're going to have to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really influence like the placement, but obviously if you get like, let's say 20 seconds, I mean, you can't get 20 seconds, 21 seconds, there you go, of pens, then yeah, it means that the consistency is not that great, and yeah, that's gonna influence your placement. But if you get 1, 2 or 3, it's not that big of a deal.
And I don't think as well, when it comes to the season start, I don't think you can overestimate how important it is to avoid getting those penalties, because with the grids being as close as they'll be, could be the difference between winning a race and finishing 6th or 7th. It's
indeed. And yeah, the top 2 keeps pulling away. Yeah, Jack being a bit in a no man's land behind, 2.2 seconds away, and then he has a gap behind him, so just the top 2 in They're on a,
Got a swap between the
they're on the-
Mercedes. Hyder's made his way past Ollie.
and Oli gets a pen. And not a good exit. Is he defending or what is he doing?
And
Okay.
Ollie's slowed
Slowed
right
down.
and has lost a lot of places.
I don't know what happened. Might have like a technical issue, maybe. Like,
Well, he's pulling over to the side.
yeah, I don't really know what he wants to do. Oh, Black Phoenix going very wide. Toxic getting pen. He's about to be out of the DRS zone. Toxic. Okay, now he's using a bit of ERS, but his battery is not looking good. Less than 20%. Yeah. If Lucky 2 plays it well, he might get out of DRS range. I think, yeah, he has DRS. Gap is 1 second. Oh, yellow flags, and I think 3 gloves has crashed again.
Oh dear.
Sadly.
Lakitu, yeah, Lakitu's done a good lap there. He's pulled about 4 tenths on Toxic. If he
But
can
Toxic
get out,
will have DRS, yeah, he does. But he doesn't have a lot of ERS left. 10%, and Lucky 2 has 35 at the moment, so I think Lucky 2 can pull away. And ooh, a lot of curb from Toxic. I think he got warning there. But yeah, I think Lucky 2 might get out of DRS range. Lock up from Toxic.
Mateus has been very conservative with his ERS usage. He might need to use a bit more here because he's got Scuba right behind him.
Yeah. Don't know, managed to save his ERS like that because I'm not able to. So.
And he's not that
Quite
far
bad.
behind Jack as well, so
And Jack has done a mistake. He's lost quite some time. Okay, and I think Matus might get into DRS range if he have a good third sector, but
Toxic's
yeah,
had another poor lap.
and he's out of DRS. Yeah, I think he's overdriving a bit. He wanted to push to get back into the DRS range, and yeah, and he pits. Toxic
Wow,
pits.
maybe struggling on his tyres. Don't know.
From what I know, the undercut works quite well. You can gain, like, I'd say 1 second maybe. So
A lot of
yeah,
drivers in the pits. Scuba as well, Matt, Finley and Praga all pitted. Oh, that's not worked out for Scuba though. He's been badly held up in the pits. Held up by about 2 cars there, so that'll cost him some time. It should mean that if Mateus pits on this lap, he'll should remain ahead.
And yeah, Toxic is behind Jerry. He's gonna have DRS, so I'm not sure if he will get stuck behind him. We'll see. But he has DRS, so he's gonna gain a bit of time. He's not using ERS, I mean the automatic button. I think that's the right decision given he doesn't have a lot of battery. Didn't have managed to save a bit now.
Jerry could scupper Toxic's opportunities to take the lead here because you don't want to be held up behind a car around this middle sector.
Yeah, especially with Dirty Air now. Dirty Air is a bit
Oh, you
more
can see
effective.
there the car was just washing wide through Fuon.
And Finlay, another 3-second time ban. Yeah, I think Jerry will pit this lap, and if he doesn't, then he's gonna pit the next lap. I would assume only with another pen. Purple second sector from. Ooh, and that's a slow Ferrari there. What's happening to Black Phoenix again? Ooh, almost.
Kitu and Jack have covered off the pit stops of us. Tried to get the undercut. Mateus carries on though.
I don't think the overcut works.
Can't imagine Toxic will have leapfrogged Lakitu here.
Oh, that's gonna be close, I reckon. Let's see. Ooh, that's gonna be close. He might have. No, he will have the DRS, but I think he's too far back to try to attack him. At least he's back into DRS range. Yeah, he's back into DRS. So good work from Toxic. It's gonna be about. Oh, and we have. Yeah, oh, and someone has bent it to Radion. Yeah. And there is Oli Flavel in front of Lakitu. So Lakitu might be a little bit blocked by the Mercedes with City. I don't know what's the tier range, but I would assume it's around like 1 second or something.
I imagine Mateus is going to pit this lap. He'd probably lose a position to Scuba though, maybe to Matt as well. He'll hope the fresher tyres help him out towards the end.
And Toxic is very close to Lakitu at the moment.
Ooh.
3/10. He's not using overtake, but Lakitu is not either. Let's see if Oli decides to pit now. Matus does, and Oli, I think Oli will. Yeah, he does. So not a very good operation for Lakitu. He's lost out to that. And Toxic with fastest lap.
This is going to be his best opportunity yet, I think, to make a move. He's closer than he's been
he's
before.
Very close. He has enough ERS to use overtake. But I don't think he wants to go for it now, at least.
To go pretty decent run up the hill. Yeah. As expected.
He wants to save his battery.
As I suspected, Scuba has leapfrogged his teammate Mateus. Mateus' later pit stop. And he's in the DRS of Jack now as well, Scuba.
Good work from the Red Bull.
Jack again locking up. Seen that a lot from him.
Yeah. I don't know if he normally uses ABS, but
this could be something he's trying out.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's always better to drive without any assist on, but I mean, if you can't, then use them. That's why they are here. Yes.
Toxic might have already lost DRS.
He's using overtake to get back into it, and yeah, he's closing the gap. But his battery is on the same level as Lakitu now. He's lost that. I think Lakitu has better pace, especially through the second sector.
144.5.
Yeah, Lakitu showing very good pace. That's a very fast lap. 44.5.
It's interesting comparing their driving styles as well. Toxic's quite aggressive. Lakitu seems very smooth in comparison. You don't see many moments from Lakitu in comparison to some of the other drivers we've watched.
Oh, and we have got yellow flag.
Is that Praga again?
I think that's her Ferrari. Might be Black Phoenix. No, that's Praga. Sorry. No, never mind. that was only Praga.
Yeah, still
Toxic.
hanging in the DRS.
Yeah, on the edge of it, but yeah. And Jack picking up another pen again. I think that's his third, if not second. I mean second.
Third. And Scuba have just literally watched him get his next penalty. Went too wide at exit of the middle of Puom.
Ooh, Toxic. Ooh, Toxic. It's gonna get warnings from that. I'm pretty sure again. Praga, Chops, all getting pens.
He's not enjoying those medium tyres, Praga, from what I've seen so far.
And Toxic is again out of the DRS range, sadly. So, oh, braked very late. Not sure if it. No, he doesn't have DRS, and not the best exit we've seen tonight. Yeah, so I think even though it's only lap 11, Lucky 2 can create a gap and win the race. 1.3.
I think we're going to get a very interesting battle for third, especially now Mateus looks like he's joining the back of this group.
Does he have DRS? Mateus? No, he doesn't. Scuba has.
It's flashing orange. Does that mean that he can activate it but hasn't?
I'm not sure. But yeah, Mateus has saved quite a lot of ERS. His battery is looking somewhat good. Around 70% at the moment.
Yeah, he's very good with his ERS usage.
Crucial in this game. He's gonna be able to push, and he might have a shot at overtaking his teammate in the next, let's say, 2 to 3 laps, or maybe the next one, who knows.
Well, he's in a good position here against both of these, really, because as well as the ERS usage, he's got the freshest tyres as well, because he was the last to pit.
I was about to say, I'd 3 seconds again. It's very difficult to keep it clean on this track, on this game. On last year's game, it was pretty easy on Belgium, but on this game, it's very strict. So very easy to pick up warnings and penalties, and yeah.
And again, a similar pattern to the last stints following the K2's now over 2 seconds clear at the front.
Yellow flag sector 2, I think that is Silver Eagle.
Scuba's close, but not close enough, I don't think, with the lack of slipstream effect. Let's have
He's
a
not
go
using
here.
ERS either. Mateus is using an overtake, but he's too far away. Can't go for anything.
Oh, we've got a potential move here. That's Captain Chubbs making his way past Hyde for 7th, and then getting a penalty 1 second after that. I think he really mounted the curve when he went past. It was,
Oh, Chops locking up, just like Hyde behind him. Okay, the two McLarens quite close. Jerry with another 3 seconds. We've had Chops almost lost it.
That'll wake him up.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna lose DRS because of that. Only yet another 3 seconds.
Promise you, this is definitely on equal spec as well. It's a pure coincidence that a lot of teammates are close to each other.
Yeah.
It's quite odd how that's happened.
Hyde might try. Yes. Ooh, that's gonna be dangerous.
Be a dive into the bus stop.
On the outside, will he make it? Ooh, no, I don't think he. No. He backs out. Lead braking, Chops.
Mateus is very close to Scuba now.
Ooh. Back up from Chops. Yeah. Will he go for it though? I mean, he has loads of ERS to play with, so. And Scuba might try to go for it. Oh, that's gonna be close. 3-way battle. Oh my lord.
This is not gonna end well.
Oh no!
Scuba's gone.
That was so. They had the yellow flags in front. They had to back out. Can't overtake on the yellow flags. They should know that.
I think it was a little bit optimistic from Scuba. I don't think there was ever going to be a gap there for him.
And anyway, there was yellow flags. They were yellow flags. So he's not too far back. And ooh,
Wait,
like
what's
E2.
happened to Toxic?
Yeah, I was about to say, he spun or something?
Yeah, because he's lost. He's now got Jack Lacey only 1.5 seconds behind him, so he must have had a massive error, maybe through P1.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of time lost.
He was like 5 to 6 seconds clear of Jack, and now he has only a 1.6 seconds gap. So yeah, he had, I think he spun somewhere. Quite yet another pen.
It's a battle for second place now, potentially. I don't think anyone's going to catch the key to, barring a mistake.
It's fight for P6 and P7 at the moment. The two McLarens and a Heidi. Chubbs don't have a lot of ERS, but Matt has. So yeah, Matt's using a bit of...
And Hyde really has.
Oh yeah, didn't see that. But I don't think we will see any move. It's a bit too spread out.
No.
And yeah.
I think we will see a move for third, yeah. That's to say.
P3 and P4 close again to each other. But I think the most interesting battle is for P6. 3 drivers close to each other.
This is very rare for an online Formula 1 race, but the top 6 are exactly where they started.
And we've got someone who binned it again.
I will hit you
radio.
soon, I think.
Yeah. The guys at the back not having a great race. And yet another yellow flag. I think that's Silver Eagle. Yeah, I think it is. It's not having a great race.
This could be a good chance for Hyde to get past Chubbs. He's got a lot of ERS to play with, so expect him to go to overtake down the Kemmel straight.
Lockups again from Chubbs. It's light, but he's not using ERS a lot, the overtake button a lot. Hyde. Very conservative.
He's almost got full percentage for ERS now.
Yeah. And he's using it. He's listening to us, but I think Chubbs is using it a bit, but he doesn't have a lot. He's running on around 10%.
Oh!
Whereas...
thought Mateus was about to send one up the inside of Jack, he thought better of it.
Chubbs at 4/10. He's made a mistake. Back to 7/10 of second, and he has no Hyde right behind. Very close, but not a lot of overtaking so far. Oh,
no,
that's wide. Hyde.
I think this is evidence that hopefully Co-Masters can sort out the slipstream effect soon.
Yeah, they need to buff it out a bit, I think.
Give these drivers the best platform to give us great racing.
Yeah. And Hyde, Scuba, sorry, just out of DRS range. But Matthews is in DRS range. We will have it on the pit straight. He's not that far back. 6/10.
It's all about to run out of here.
And he has 70% ERS using overtake just for 1 second, not...
briefly.
Yeah. I think he could try. He could go for it.
Here we go, he's in it now.
He's listening to me.
There's got to be the big chance.
Matt Tibor's getting a pen, and I think he's done
Surely,
it.
Yep.
For the braking zone, yeah, he has.
So there's not much Jack could do
Clean
there.
move, yeah. And Matthews, Scuba, sorry, behind. Bit, just one back. Behind that. Still have the 3-car train. The 2 McLarens and Hyde.
Who would you say has impressed you so far?
Lucky too. Didn't think he would go that fast. But say Matthews for his ERS management skills, not that bad as well. And yeah, he's pulling away Matthews in the Red Bull, and Scuba is not able to follow from what we can see.
I wouldn't say second place is out of the question yet, on track for
No,
Matthias.
I don't think so. Lock up from Jack again. But he has the RS bar, he's 1 second away, and Matthews is probably gonna use some overtake at the exit of Passos. Really, he's not at the moment. I think Jack is gonna use some, yeah. But I'm not sure he has DRS. We'll see very shortly. No, doesn't have DRS, so I think Jack will lose contact to the Red Bull in front, and that's a potential opportunity for Scuba to close the gap down. Chubbs very close to Matt Tibos behind. Swiss Hyde to Chops.
Matt Tibos is doing a good job at the moment, holding these cars
Ooh,
behind.
lockups from all three cars. Toxic getting pen, given that there's not a big gap behind him. That could be a thing. Hyde is wide and
Ooh,
gets a pen.
yeah, that's got to be a warning.
Ooh.
I was gonna say, I don't think he'd actually gain time going that wide, but
No, absolutely not. He lost everything. And wide on the curb at the exit of Stavlo again. He's using overtake. He's closing the gap. Chops. He might try to overtake him. It's very close.
Ooh.
Will he go for it?
he's going
It's
for
looking
it
like he
on the
is.
outside. He squeezed a little bit.
Oh, there's contact.
He has
But-
to back out of it.
Yeah, but I think we'll see more action on the Kemo straights. It's been close so far between the two, but Chops nicely defending at the bus stop every time. Hyde using ERS overtake. We can't get used to that. I'm sorry.
I think whatever
and he's
issue Ollie
using
had
overtake.
earlier must have been
So
resolved.
Chops, I think Chops is gonna try. Or around the outside. That's gonna be brave. Can he make it work? Ooh, it's close racing, but
I mean,
and-
Matt gave him the space, but I think
Yeah.
Chubbs opted to back out of it.
oh, Chops is wide.
Oh, Hyde's gonna-
Hyde on the. Oh, you don't want to do that. That's not recommended.
Now, to bring up a real life scenario, it's very much like Vettel at Austria, where he tries to
Yeah.
stick his nose in a battle that he's not really a part of.
And there's a car in front that's a racing point, so I would assume that's Silver Eagle. And he's ghosted. Chops wide, so might be a warning as well. Yeah, Silver getting out of the way. Good lad. Yellow flags. Don't know why.
That might be just Silver Eagle slowing down.
Hyde going for it. Oh, that's brave on the grass.
Oh, well, that's got to be a warning.
Maybe not. Around the outside, Hyde.
Hyde's really
trying.
going for it.
He likes the outside. Oh, that's some great action.
That's a great overtake, and Chubbs has also got past Matt in the process. So Matt's lost 2 positions there.
In like 2 corners.
And-
Ooh, that's close. In front.
You don't want to
That's
do that
very
when damage is
close.
on.
Oh no. But Hyde is running quite low on ERS. 8%.
Yeah, he really drained it in the last few laps, didn't he, making those moves?
I think he's gonna get overtaken. He's protecting the inside.
Oh,
Oh, slight move, but it's alright.
Oh, no!
What was that? From Hyde? That was not... I don't know what he's done, but... Yeah, I'm not sure. He got enough room, but...
It was difficult because he sort of made his defensive move and then started to move back over.
Yeah, it looked a bit weird. It's a bit strange. So we only have the two McLarens now fighting each other.
Yeah, and Hyde's back behind his teammate Ollie, who's recovered from those earlier issues he had.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like Mateus is gaining on Toxic as much as I thought he would.
No. Gonna quickly check the ERS of Matthews. Yeah, he's running on 30%, and Toxic around 20. So, ooh, 20. Toxic, sorry, losing the rear on the bus stop a bit. Lost 1/10 or 2.
Did you say you were going to get overlap times?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it now. So.
No worries.
So you don't need to do it, and everybody can enjoy the action.
That's it, yeah, we've got Matt still right behind Chubbs. These McLarens have never been far apart from each other throughout this race. And at the moment, Matt's got a little bit more ERS to use, not much. So he might have a good run here, he might have a good opportunity to get his
and
teammate
Matt
back.
only has 1 pen, so...
Oh, he's going for it. Chubbs hasn't really defended. He's giving him the inside line. Chubbs trying to hang it around the outside, but
that's moved on.
Yeah, Matt had just a bit more momentum and made the move stick, and is back up to 6 where he was before. All that kicked off with Hyde.
Quite a lot of pens in the lower part of the midfield. Oh, and what's happening?
Prague's retired and left.
He's had enough. He's had enough.
I was going to say, I might have put my jinx on this because I said Mateus wasn't making much of an impression on Toxic, but he is now. He's definitely in the DRS zone, and I wonder if Toxic is once again. We saw this at the end of his first stint. He just started to lose time. I wonder if his tyres are starting to go.
So I'm kind of like, I'm not really up to date with what's happening now, but oh yeah, Matus very close, and that's not the last lap, not yet.
Yeah, Toxic struggled at the end of his soft tyre stint, so I wonder if tyre wear is a bit of an issue for him.
Ooh.
That lockup isn't going to help if it is.
No, he's going to destroy the tyres a little bit more. I will hit too soon spun at no name. But Toxic has used quite a lot of ERS. Big gap now. 10/10.
This is an overtake, but it might just be a little bit too far back.
I don't think. Ooh, no. Oh, he has a look. No.
He's thought better of it.
Yeah, probably the best thing to do. That was very ambitious.
There's a lot of support from Mateus in the chat.
And Oli just passed Finlay and Mattibos. Oh, yeah, Mattibos is in front.
Incredible battling between the McLarens. We don't know when to accept defeat, either of them. It's good to see. Mateus, I feel like it's going to get a really good opportunity down the Kemmel Straight next time around.
Meanwhile, Lakitu, 8 seconds clear of Toxic, his closest rival. So, pretty dominant win. At the moment, I mean, obviously Toxic made a mistake earlier, but still a very good pace shown from, I think he's German, but I'm not sure, so he has a look, Matus, but nah.
He's better off saving it. It's important now to get as good of an exit as possible.
Yeah, not a very good exit. Lost the rear bit. Oh, that's close between the two McLarens as well, but I'd rather see who's gonna get the second step podium. I think 5 tenths. He might close it, but he needs to use every bit of ERS.
I think he's going to have a chance here.
Oh, he has a chance.
Oh,
yeah,
surely.
I think so.
In fact.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, yeah. Easy move. Easy move.
That was very easy. I was wondering if Toxic could run out of fuel there.
No, chops on Matt Tibos. He doesn't have a lot of ERS, but on the outside. Oh, that's gonna be side by side.
Chubb's gone for it around the outside. He's got the higher ground.
And Oli is right behind them. He's managed to close the gap.
This will bring back flashbacks, having a Mercedes right behind them. Fair play to Mateus. He's driven really well. We mentioned his ERS management earlier, and he's really used it to good effect in this stint.
Oh, okay. Now I thought Oli would lose it, but that's not the case. Hyde getting a pen again.
Jordan
Really unlucky
Makiti
race.
now. He's just coming around the last few corners now up to the bus stop chicane. We're not seeing much of him lately, but that just shows how in control of this race he's been. He's going to take a pretty dominant win here.
Yeah, Matus is set to take
and the
second.
Fastest lap as well on the final
insane.
lap.
And Matibos is gonna have a look into the bus stop. He's gonna lunge it. Oh, there's yellow flags. He can't go for it. And Shoves is very wide. There's no yellow flags. Switch back.
He could get him to the line.
Better traction.
This is going to be so close.
Oh my lord!
I think.
Oh, that's. Matt has got him.
Matt has got it. Yeah, that's incredible.
Oh, photo finish.
Chubbs didn't need to go that aggressive on the brakes with the yellow flag.
Yeah. He cracked under the pressure.
Matt ultimately wins out between the McLarens. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
With the penalties, Mateus was only 3 seconds off winning.
Yeah. Very good consistency. Maybe not the best pace, but I mean, still impressive. Not gonna lie, but not a lot of pens from Matthews. Not even sure he got one. So yeah, I can't see a gap between Matt and Captain Chubbs. I'd really like to know it, but Codemasters don't wanna tell me. So
interesting with the race results. If he had the same amount of penalties, that makes it even crazier as well. Hopefully they'll
say... Good race from Finlay as well. Started from P16 and finished P8, sorry. So 8 places gained.
Just very solid effort.
Bad. Yeah. Very, very solid.
Toxic was fast, but
yeah,
I think a little bit lacking in consistency, especially towards the end of stints. But you know, plenty of time to iron that out.
And yeah, pretty good race to commentate on. Oh, and Finlay getting the driver of the day, much deserved in my opinion. We didn't see him much, but great race, but good pace and consistency, so yeah, didn't have to battle a lot, but strong pace, I think.
Definitely. I want to see if we got... Alright, so Matt had less penalties anyway, but that means the gap between them would have been... Wow, I think it was... On the line it was 0.020. Matt had it over Chubbs. That's incredible. That is a photo finish between the McLarens.
So, yeah. Only 3 seconds for Matt. That's not bad.
Mateus got no penalties at all. That deserves a shout.
Yeah, very impressive. Yeah, only 1 warning. Not even 2. 1.
That's flawless,
very
really.
Impressive. Yeah. I haven't seen many people not getting pens. Very strict on this game. Maybe, I mean, it's consistent at least. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, if it's the same for everybody, then I don't think anyone can complain. That's the main thing. But yeah, that's been a really fun race to commentate on. Glad to have you alongside me for that.
Yeah, for first time, quite happy. I mean, that was a good race, so happy.
Hopefully I'll see a couple of these drivers in the league I'll be commentating on, hopefully. Be good to have got some early research, if you like, I suppose, done on them. But yeah, be sure to tune in. I believe it's Wednesday at 8 o'clock, isn't it? The stream to decide the placements for the PSGL leagues. That'll be hosted by Big C, Iran, and Gaming Alamonda. So that should be.
I might be there, but.
Oh, and you've heard it for your first. Krypton Light might be there.
I might. I'm not sure yet, but.
So yeah, be sure to tune into that at 8 o'clock and on Wednesday night, and it should be interesting to see where everyone gets put. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all there is from us. Hope you enjoyed the race, and be sure to stick around for the season ahead. It's a goodbye from me.